everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality or whatever.
Period.
I'm your host, Pharaoh Nerve. We're joined by our wonderful co-host, Lisa Rose. Lisa, baby, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing good. This was quite an episode. It definitely was.
Well,
I will say I tweeted that it wasn't that good before I really finished it. I feel like by the end of it, there were a lot of more hits that I expected. I'm not gonna lie. Corey King really stood out for me. Corey King
bodied it.
She bodied. I was like, honestly, is my thing blurry? I think it's blurry.
It's blurry, but oh, he gone.
Girl, you don't know. You don't be knowing what's going on over there. I asked you, am my camera messing up? Oh no, it was messing up. You just did it, girl.
Yeah, sometimes it be there, sometimes I don't think you were blurry this time though. That blurry, we know when it's blurry. Corey King body, but honestly, the episode altogether, it was a no for me. It was a chop. It was mid for me. I would have rather a reunion. 1000%.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that you need to experience the season 16 because I've already seen this. So I know the setup. I know what it's going to give. And in general, no, I still prefer the reunion. It's just that season 16 made it seem like this was a viable replacement because they really turned it. Like, I went into that with like, this fucking sucks. But it was so grand. Like this one, anytime the girls are like lip syncing off, I feel like it's something that's interesting because it's like, okay, they're literally battling it out. Like this is like a Super Bowl primetime type event. It's just that it was not as strong. And I feel like this season it could have been better with a reunion. I always said that, like, maybe it would be better to keep it as a challenge just so we could see like the entire cast lip sync. I don't know. Or we could just have both. Like, I don't know. I just hate the fact that like we don't get to see the Final Four participate in it, and that we don't get to see them actually discuss what happens in the season. Because this was a season where like a lot of things actually happened, like serious things that caused drama. The mirror message, Anya, and the goddamn whatever the fuck that she took from Jules, and then Ariadne stealing the jokes. Like there was a lot of things. The girls were very shady up in the diary room. Like it could have really opened up some things, So, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I really didn't like this. I didn't prefer this at all. And I feel like maybe it's one of those things where they need to pick and choose. Like somebody said that they do be picking and choose when they having a tic tac in these newer seasons. I feel like this needs to be a pick and choose. Like some seasons you could do the Lalaparuza. Some seasons you need to just do a regular reunion. And this was a regular reunion season for sure. There has so much drama. What is this noise I'm hearing? What the fuck is going on? But yeah, it was just so much drama. I feel like it would have worked way better. Shout out to DM Rocks. Hey,
Rain.
Off topic, I just ran into Sabrina from Survivor One World. Queen!
Diva.
And she said she hopes she's on Survivor 50.
Now, why she didn't get that call yet? The fuck?
That means, to me, that sounds like she had to have gotten a call. Because how you hoping, but you don't?
Right.
There's no hope with no call.
But honestly, like I said, if they're doing the by PLC rule, she would be definitely someone to
Lee,
call.
why are you breaking up? Hello?
I'm breaking up?
Not your voice, but your face. Like, your screen, it keeps freezing. I'm like, why are you freezing?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Is it like that for them as well? Chat, let me know if it's happening again. But no, like she would be a great addition because I feel like she's definitely one of like the standout PLC that happened before the diversity rule, and I really enjoyed her in One World.
I would love her. But yes, this episode, it just was what it was.
Is it still doing it for you?
And even like, no, you good now. I'm gonna tell you if it happened again. But even like at the beginning of this episode, we got the moment where Ariadne apologizing to Anya about the mirror message. And it's like, this should have just been a reunion. Like all we get to see is this apology. And then of course, Anya accepts it and it's fine. But I would have much rather it been like a more open conversation for something like that. For everything that occurred in this season. Because it was a lot of drama. But at least we got to see them hash that out.
I feel like for views reason is probably why they went this route. I would imagine that maybe a lot of people weren't watching the reunion. It doesn't seem like the general public necessarily misses the reunion. And I can see how more people would tune into this. Something like this would get a lot more attention because it is like this event that happens right before the finale. So I feel like this may be a mainstay because I don't see too many people like, we need to have the reunion. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I just feel like it's really not going to work on every cast. I think it could work on most casts. And this one wasn't even that bad. It's just, it's such a new twist. And season 16 really set the bar high. So it's like, they just did not live up to that bar. But I don't think it was as terrible as I thought it was originally. I did go back and rewatch it like 2 or 3 times because I was working while watching it. So I had to go back and really get into it sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it was cute for what it was, but it wasn't anything fantastic. honestly.
Yeah. What do you think? Some of the girls I saw on Twitter, they were talking about how recent this was recorded. Because the stuff they're discussing are stuff that happened fucking last week. They're talking about Corey King doing all of the fucking everything. Michael
I think it
Jackson.
was recorded like last month, actually. Like it was only like a few weeks
Yeah.
ago. Which I do like that element a little bit, to like see them all come together and like know the tea in a situation where they're not like
Yeah.
dissecting it. I thought that was funny. But I mean, just in general, I mean, I don't know. It's going to take some getting used to, but I just think in general, I would prefer every reality show that really have a reunion. Like most of them would work with a reunion. Like I would want Big Brother to have a reunion. You know what I mean? It's like it's so fun because there is so much stuff that you can really dissect on what happened throughout the season.
Alessandro said it was recorded 2 weeks ago. Damn. Right before the finale. Because Rue says, damn. Okay. In the episode, Rue says the winner will be crowned next week in the episode. So maybe they mean, they probably mean next week in real life. So the finale was probably recorded. We're gonna see it. The winner's gonna be crowned.
So what they do is,
they don't tell the winner until it airs, right?
All four film a separate winning, and then they know who the winner is when they air it live with everyone else.
Got you.
Which I think is a very interesting concept. I don't really love it either. I think that it would be fun if it just is a live finale. I think they should maybe look into doing that, because like very Big Brother, you know, how Survivor used to be when they would go to California type. Like I like that. Like let them film and then let them sit on it and let them you know, practice. It's going to be a very, very live show. I think maybe they don't want that just because they may need to edit certain things. You know, live got to be very, very specific, but I would like that better. Like ever since I found that out, I was like, oh, okay, well, that kind of takes away the magic a little bit. But this has been happening for years. Like I watched a compilation of it, and it's a really good compilation, because that's the thing. Is like the reason why I was disappointed is because, you know, some of these queens you get emotionally attached to, and even if you don't like them, I love seeing someone like win and like get emotional over their win. And so in a way, all of their reactions are fake, but if you go find the actual reveal, those are like the real raw emotions. And I love those moments. Like, it's like, oh my God, like, yes, you did it. You know, so yeah, it is what it is.
I see that. Because that's what I want. I want a real reaction to you winning. But I do remember Angeria's win. I remember seeing her react to it actually being her win with Roxy and Vanjie sitting there with her, comforting her. I was like, oh, this is you actually really winning. So you still get that reaction. So I see what you're saying. That's still cute.
Alessandro said they do that because Perez Hilton leaked Raja winning. That messy bottom.
Damn. Raja? That was a long time ago. Goddamn. And why did he do that? So yes. So what we're gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna get into
hold on. Because I need to chat to really bully Farrah, because for some reason she's not trying to get back into this Drag Race binge. Mind you, she's halfway through season 5. She stopped on Snatch Game. How out of every episode to stop in the middle of, you stopped on Snatch Game?
She did do that.
Bitch, you're gonna piss me off. All Stars airs in like fucking 3 to 4 weeks, okay? You need to motherfucking get to at least season 8, and I'm not.
I do need to do that. I actually need to
get all the way to season 10. Actually,
I need to get all the way to season 10. I do need to do that. Because
is it not good? Are you not living? Or is it not fun?
It's good. It's good. I'm living.
You a hating ass, bro.
I'm living. See how, so this is what I got distracted. I got distracted.
Clock the patterns.
I got distracted watching a bunch of Bob and Monet's podcast. That's why I got distracted.
No, don't sit up there and tell that lie.
So that's why I got distracted.
Don't sit up there and tell that lie. How you gonna watch Bob and Monet podcast and you haven't even seen Bob and Monet win the season?
They're that good.
You haven't even seen their original season.
They're that charismatic.
They are.
I don't even know them. I don't even know them people. And I'm on TikTok scrolling every day. Bob has a book out. Make sure y'all go buy Bob's book. He talks about Harriet Tubman in it. You better buy Bob's book. He spent 4 years writing that book.
He got hella interviews, bitch. This is a press run down.
It is.
But I do want to talk about I'm gonna say Big Brother 14. I do want to talk about Drag Race 14 because me and Pharaoh, like we said, that was our first season we watched before All Stars 9 because of course Georges was there and then Angeria was there, which is great because Angeria ended up winning 9, so we ate that. But because this was the first time Pharaoh has watched Drag Race, this was my first time in years watching other than one season. We were like, we don't know what Drag Race is going to give. Our expectation was that, well, every reality show that lasts this long is not giving like that. And then we also heard rumors that the seasons have been boring. So when we got into 14, we was like, ooh, that is a very, very bad season to start with. I'm ranking all of the seasons. I'm basically done now. I'm rewatching 1. And then by the time the finale come, I'll be able to give y'all my full rankings. But by the end of 14, she was last. It was just not a good season. So us starting with that, it's good and bad for a lot of reasons because like it's so bad that it's like, okay, I was gagged when I got into the actual Drag Race. But it's bad because it really didn't allow me to appreciate the queens. Like, for example, Angeria, when she won All Stars, I was like, oh, this feels like not like a fluke, but it's like Roxy seems so dominant. Like, I can see why people say maybe she didn't deserve it because similar to like a Jada, I feel like the edit wasn't there. But watching 14, I was like, this girl dominated the competition.
She has it.
I was like, I didn't even remember that. This girl was so consistent. Like, it was fucking crazy. So, period on winning All Stars, mama. Like, she definitely could have won that season. And then also, I wanted to speak on Willow Pill. Willow Pill, baby. I am so sorry. I am
we get an apology!
Because like I feel like when I watched 14, I didn't understand what drag was. I really didn't. I just thought drag was being cunt, looking the most feminine. So that's just what it was. And none of the girls that season was really giving cunt or feminine. But no. But it's just like I was just like, oh, Willow, she really isn't anything. Like, I mean, I just didn't get it. But like now that I like understand like a full spectrum of what drag is, like Willow killed that season. She truly did. She truly did. Like the looks was good. She was consistent in the challenges, and then she had like this great story. And then like the fact that she had like the disability that she had, like she was able to still really, really be a top contender in that competition. So I think she ate it up. I will be honest in saying I still think Lady Cam ate her up in that final lip sync. No shade. But I'm not gonna sit here and say she doesn't deserve to win. Like I really take all of that back. Like I think she really eats, and I felt the same way about Sasha Velour. I really am standing behind her now because you just can see like the art of it. And that's why I always try to like repeat that like I don't want to like drag any of these queens drag because like I feel like it's so easy to critique like a Survivor player or a Big Brother player. It's hard to do the drag queens because once you like really, really get into the seasons, get into the Untucks and learn who these people are, like this is not just a hobby. This is not a game. This is an extension of them. This is an extension of their art form. Like imagine if someone watched our podcast was like, oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem.
Child.
And then to deal with that weekly, and then to go home and deal with it online. Like I can understand why they get so sensitive about it because like this is literally an extension of them. So it's like we're doing it for like the podcast for the entertainment, but at the end of the day, like everyone's drag is like so very important. And just because like someone has something negative to say about it does not mean it's not important. And I'm happy that we're able to like really go through this binge and understand more of drag because honestly, a lot of queens that I overlooked, I was like, oh, bitch, you're actually turning it. Like this is actually tea. And Willow was one of those girls. So the only bitch I ain't see that with is motherfucking Jinx Monsoon. Now, after I rewatch season 1, I'm gonna watch All Star 7. Now, if Jinx beats out all of them bitches in 7, and I think she rightfully deserves, then we'll start talking about Jinx Monsoon a little bit more seriously because I do know her looks have improved. I've seen pictures and things of her looks, so I'm interested to see what it's gonna give on All Stars because I know she dominated on All Stars and she won it, and that was against a lot of top bitches. So I don't even know where I'm going to put her in my rank because I have to watch that season first. But yeah, that's the only one I'm like, bro, how'd that happen? But hey,
Gina Bernie says, does Willow Pill help you understand Lydia?
Yes, I literally thought that. I was like, so I kind of get it. And I think that literally Lydia can be at that level. The one thing Willow has that Lydia did not have a lot of times was the polishing on her look. Every look looks very polished, looks very put together. It fits her body correctly. Love that. And I think Lydia, she just needs a little time to get there. She's very young. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think she's going to get there because there's this like just this uniqueness to it. It really is. And not just like the weird campy thing always win. Because I'm not going to lie, I held that opinion until I really got through it. I'm like, no, Sasha actually eats. No, like Willow actually eats. Like it's not actually just like, oh, they're just campy. I think that some of it comes into play, especially when it's someone that's like more traditional. But for the most part, like I can definitely see why she is a winner. It's kind of like what you mentioned like a few podcasts ago. Like RuPaul, I think he makes sure that the people in the end game, any one of them can be deserving of the crown. And it's like it may not be the person I wanted, but like they ate it up. Like I said, the only one I don't agree with is Jinx. But let me stop hating. The thing is, she got 2 wins, so I mean, she can take a little criticism, girl. You got the crowns, bitch. Okay, but I'm excited to watch All Stars because I want to see what it's giving.
I know that's right. Oh, I'm excited to hear you watch. Oh, I was finna be scared because I was finna be like, we're not gonna hear no more updates. Yes, the fuck we are, because All Stars 10 is coming up literally next month. So we will be covering y'all All Stars 10.
Oh my god! The fact what's so crazy is that we covered All Stars 9, and when we did All Stars 9, I didn't realize that the shows premiere back to back like that.
Yes.
So we literally started All Stars 9 only a few weeks after season 16 ended, and it's like, bitch, why didn't we hop on the train in January, bitch? Like we should have did we should have did Drag Race 16, because that would have been a nasty season to start with. But hey, girl, everything happened for a reason. We here. I just hope that because that would have been a great season to recap. 15 would have been a great season to recap. I don't know what All Stars is going to give. The twist sounds interesting from some of the rumors. I'm not going to expose any of them. I'm going to let y'all hear them on your own. But I hope 18 is like really getting it, because I want to cover a season where I'm like, these bitches are on team. Like, no shade, this was the training wheel season, except for a good 4 or 5. And I really want to see some really, really professional, like, dominating competitions and a little bit more older queens. Like, that was the main thing this season was lacking, was a lot of maturity, and I would love to see that.
Yep, I agree. I'm actually really, really excited for All Stars 10. We're going to talk about more of it in the finale recap for sure. But yes,
how soon do they announce the cast? It would be great if they announced the cast.
I was thinking the same thing. I want to know the cast. I want to know the cast right now so we can talk about it like by the finale. Do y'all know, chat? Do y'all know when they usually announce the All Stars cast? Is it right after the season? Is it a week later? What's T? Put that in the chat because I want to know. But yes.
Okay. G. Arthur says you should watch Drag Race Philippines. It's like top 3 of all franchises. That's what I was gonna say, because after I do like a few All-Star seasons, I think I'm gonna watch 7, 8, and 6, because those are the only ones I missed. And then after that, I want to start getting into the international versions. Now, the girls have convinced me to start with UK, so I'm gonna start with UK, and I'm gonna go to Canada because I know they speak English. I don't have to use the thing, so I need to know with the other versions, because I want to get into it with Philippines, Mexico, France, Italy. Do I have to get like a do I have to do captions, or I need to find like maybe like an extension that changes their voice? I mean, is that possible? Like, I don't know, because I do not.
You probably gotta do the captions. You gotta do the captions.
I don't like reading captions.
It's not that bad.
That's why I can't get into anime like that. Captions are bad. I do not like reading captions.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I hear that Australia is bad. I'm not even gonna try it.
When you get used to it, I feel like it starts becoming easy. Like, I'm to the point where
the problem is that like I have ADHD, so it's hard for me to pay attention. There are times where I'm not even my face is not on the screen, so if I have to get subtitles, I will have to like be seated. So I'll have to do that at a time where I can like focus more. But I'm gonna definitely go through all of the English speaking ones, and then we'll see what we do at that point. I wish I was bilingual or something, girl. Like, ooh.
Ciao. All right, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Lipsync Lalaparuzas. We're going to talk about every lip sync, give our thoughts, yada, yada, yada. And then after that, we are going to get into the final 4 queens, because I want to know what's their tea, what they got going on. So that's what we'll do after that. And then, boom, that's going to be podcast. Oh, and then we're going to rank them all. We're going to rank all the queens.
How many was this season? 16?
16? However many it is. Okay. So boom, let's get into it. Period.
However many it is. We sick.
Starting off. Oh, first of all, RuPaul announces at the Lipsync Lalaparuza that this year, the person who gets chosen by the ball of determination, whoever ball gets picked, gets to choose either the song or the girl they're going against. And then if they choose one of the other thing will be randomized, which is new, right? Like, usually they have to choose the girl, and the girl chooses the song. And so they switched it up this time.
We love a good twist.
We do. The first round, her Mona Lisa gets chosen. She decides to pick the song, which is Say Liza by Liza Minnelli. Who the fuck is Liza Minnelli? I've heard this lady's name for my whole life. Don't know this name. Don't know.
I know what she looks like. I know she's a famous singer, but way before my time, child. I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, she's one of the older.
It sounded like a fun song though.
It did. It was very like
Broadway.
Yes, very stagey. Liza, not with the yeah, she wasn't rapping, but
it was cute. It was cute.
It was Broadway rap. Is what it was. I was fucking with it. Lydia B. Collins gets chosen to lip sync next to her, and I knew Mona Lisa was going home at that moment. I didn't even need to see the performance.
It was done for Miss Mona Lisa, child. She really just came and went this season, didn't she? I don't know.
Judy Garland's daughter. Oh my God! She's Judy Garland.
Oh wait, no, they mean like daughter as in Judy.
No, they mean her real daughter, don't they?
I don't think they mean biological.
Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Girl, let me look it up. Who was like Liza Minnelli?
I feel like
no, she looks like she literally looks like Judy Garland. This is her daughter.
That's her actual daughter.
This is her daughter. This
biological, is yes. Like oh my God. So, does Liza Minnelli have a child?
Wow.
That's a dynasty right there.
That is a dynasty. What's that word? Nepotism? Nepotism at its finest, Henny, and it's never no shade. She has daughters, but I don't know none of these people. They're all famous though.
I mean, I feel like the thing is nepotism gonna go so far. That woman, I've heard that woman's name too, and I don't know nothing about her. So it's like she took that and flipped it real bad.
Period. Real bad. Yes, Liza.
You don't know about Garland? Liza Garland?
Liza Garland.
Oh no, her parents are Judy Garland and Vincent Minnelli. So she's Liza Minnelli.
Got you. Okay, period.
That's a cute last name, Minnelli.
It is a really cute last name.
Some people are born with names that's just like, girl, you're gonna be famous.
Famous names. Is Zendaya one of those people?
I mean,
maybe not the
you
Coleman.
hear it. You hear it.
I don't know if Zendaya's
name alone
is super. Just the first name, yeah. Because like your name is Zendaya. Your name is Beyonce. We knew what this was going to be. God damn, we knew.
A diva.
I feel like there's other people with like a full name. It's like your full original name is like. Do you know?
RuPaul real name is RuPaul.
Really? No, it is not.
He was born RuPaul. Yes.
I swear it was something else. You're lying. That's very iconic. Oh, that's very iconic.
RuPaul Andre Charles.
RuPaul. Wow, what a name. But then again, it's almost like they make the name. There could be any just random Beyonce on the street, but Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. It's the one who popularized it for sure.
That's true. Parvati, that's a good one. Your name is Parvati, Queen.
Like they knew you were going to be a diva. They knew you were going to be a diva.
But so yes,
Lydia ate her up. It was real easy.
Right. I was going to say Mona tried her best. She did.
Girl, that wasn't trying. The girl got out there and started throwing everything off. And the thing is, what was bad about it, her having 20 reveals and revealing them all in the first 20 seconds, you're not even singing the song. You're focusing on revealing everything. Girl, where's the performance? Where's the look? And something about Lydia. What is it about Lydia in the lip syncs? Like, what is it about her lip syncs?
Charisma.
Something about her, the way she like moves with the music, it's like this bitch, she really, it's like she can see the music. Is she one of the people that can see music? I feel like she got to be one of the people who can see music.
Yes.
Because like, it's so weird. It's so weird how she like encapsulates you. Like, I don't know. It's
like, look at this. It don't even look like they singing the same song.
Girl.
Like, Lydia is in it, honey. She's in it, honey. Yeah, she watched her real bad, very easily.
It wasn't even a battle for real, girl.
So I don't know how I feel about, you know what? Yes, I do. I do think I like these kind of Broadway, kind of funny, wacky lip syncs here and there, as long as it's not overbearing. But this one was fine, because I saw some of the girls dragging some of the lip sync song choices. I didn't hate this one. This one was fine. It was fun, campy. It was the first one. It was cute. It was
the only one I liked all of. Yeah, I liked all of them actually. I think I did too. I only didn't like the last one. I didn't like the Charlie XCX one or the APT one, only because I don't know them. I didn't know them, and also they didn't sound that good. Well, the 360 didn't sound that bad. It's just I feel like for the final lip syncs, I would have wanted something a little bit more old school, a little bit something more, I don't know, like not current. not current.
I see what you're saying. I like APT. A lot of the girls were saying that was the one that they hated was a lip sync song.
I mean, that shouldn't have been the final lip sync. It shouldn't have been the final.
The final one, but I don't think it's a bad lip sync. They were saying it's a bad lip sync song in general. I'm like, I don't necessarily think it's a bad lip sync song. I just feel like it was bad for this. I don't know. Maybe so. But also, I could be getting skewed by the fact that Corey King was turning it even with that song. So maybe that's why I'm like, it works.
Yeah, because we're gonna get into that. Because Corey King, that's the thing, like, and that's what I love about Drag Race, because really by the end of the season, like, I have my certain faves, but by the end of the season, like, they all just so cunt, aren't they? Because girl, I was dragging Corey up and down the street this season, but this Perusa, girl, I'm a Corey King stan. I'm in the kingdom, and not just a reality kingdom.
Amen. The next one was Susie Toot was chosen, and she decides to pick her opponent. She picks Joella. She wrong for that.
She's wrong for that.
She picks Joella, and the song is "Training Season" by Dua Lipa. Now, I already knew Joella was gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. I expected Joella to lose because Joella isn't a great lip syncer, but Susie Toot is she's extremely surprised. She surprises you. She keeps you on your toes, because all we've seen Susie Toot do in a lip sync is the little tap dance a little bit, because that was her only 2 lip syncs. But this one, she didn't tap dance not once. She put them tap dance shoes away. She did a whole hair reveal. She did a whole body reveal. I love this outfit. Not just yet. We'll get to her full look later on. But I loved this outfit at the finish. I was like, you should have came out on the runway looking like this one of them times, because I love it.
Really?
But yeah, Susie Toot watched her. I'm sorry. I mean, she does something with her face. Her facial expression. There was a moment she was like, I was like,
yes, yeah, no, she was really, really emoting well in these lip syncs, especially like the first 2. I feel like Joella, she actually started off really strong in this one, but then it just ticked down. It just tick. It
just Joella.
And I was gonna say that, like, I'll say it now. I don't necessarily think Susie won that last lip sync. Corey was robbed, but I feel like if she had did the reveal in that final one, that would have been more gaggy. Like, you didn't need to didn't need the reveal to beat Joella. And then who else did she go against? You didn't need the reveal to. Who else did she go against?
Lucky Stars.
You didn't need the reveal versus Lucky. You didn't, but. If she had saved it for that, like, because I can't remember, did she do a reveal in the last one? No, right?
The last one she didn't have a reveal, because she started off with this big old clown costume on. She revealed that in this one, and she revealed her hair in this one as well. You used both of your reveals.
Maybe she should have waited
on Joella. She should have waited on one of those reveals. I feel like everyone, not just her, because Hormona did this. Everybody with the reveal, they revealed them all on the same.
But guess who not? Corey came out the last minute titty reveal. Like, I'm sorry, RuPaul played in Corey's face. Now, if RuPaul played on your face the same way he just played in Corey's face, bitch, I'm calling anti-black. Because
maybe he was like me off. He was gonna play in a black girl place at the Ruza, so that way he can give a black girl the win at the finale. He can't give them everything.
Oh, okay, it got a PEMDAS. Yeah. He said, "Look, Trump is looking out because the DE girl. I had a."
You know what? All of this is planned. You remember I said Susie Toot was the planned 5th place for a while. They planned her to get 5th place so they can give her the Lalaparuza, so they can give Anya the win, so that way they could just space it out. That's what they did. It's all a plan. God's plan, you might say. Oh my God.
And wait, before we continue, I hate the Lalaparuza when it's an uneven number, because they always have multiple girls lip sync. Yeah. I hate when they do that. But am I tripping? Is there not some type of like unfairness to that? Like, isn't someone going twice or someone going less than the other? Like, there's no way for all the girls to equally go up against each other.
So because they do the 3 at a time, it takes away the unfairness, so that all of them went once the first round, and then all.
But that's the thing. Like, them all going against each other is not as fair as someone going only against one girl.
Exactly, I agree. It's not.
That's the unfair part. Like, you're putting them. Then you're sitting 2 home at once. Like, at least save 2. Maybe I don't know. They don't want to be 3 girls at the last. It would still be let the last one 3 be. That's the thing. If anyone's gonna be the last one, it should be the 3 girls at the last one.
Yeah,
I said that all wrong. Girls. But if anything, the 3 girls should be on the last lip sync. Why are you having 3 girls do it in a semi-final type thing? You know what I mean? Especially when you're cutting 2. Because, I mean, skipping ahead, but it's like Lana, Corey, and Lily ate that lip sync. And we're eliminating 2 of them for Susie, who, I mean, Susie did great, but I don't think Susie did as good as any of them in that lip sync. And they didn't even have a chance to go against her. So it's like, I don't know. It was
real bad. I hate that. I really hate that. When we get there, I'm gonna drag it some more because I really don't like the 3. But I don't know what I honestly don't know what she could do. Damn.
Yeah, I hit the fuck out of my knuckle.
Next, Lucky Stars is chosen. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, girl, you finna lose. But she didn't. She chooses Step by Step by Whitney Houston, and she goes up against Acacia. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say it. Acacia won the lip sync.
She didn't win. She didn't win.
Okay.
Well, you know what? This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. This was a great lip sync. This was the first lip sync of the night. I said, hold on, maybe I'm talking too fast because wait, I did not expect these two to give us one of the best of the night. I thought it was really good, and I feel like if you were the judge and you decided to pick Acacia, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Okay.
But I think for the energy of the song, Lucky was turning it because the balls didn't work in the second one. But it worked here. When she got down there and started. I said, come on, Lucky, come on.
It did work here. I personally did like Acacia. No, you know what it was? I think I was surprised by Acacia more. Because
yes, that's what it is.
So I think Acacia, I was like, oh, you're keeping up, honey. Like, you're doing a good job. But this might have been the best lip sync of the night. Because, no shade, on that last one, Susie 2 wasn't tuning it for me. Or the next one. Oh no, it's the next one. It's the next one. This was a really good one though. This episode controlled it. It did control it in the middle because
it did.
This was a good lip sync.
But this right here, Alessandro, Lucky was really trying to reheat Nina Bonina's nachos. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Nina Bonina is a lip syncer, mama. That's the girl I told you. She's the eternal saboteur.
Oh yes, she did.
She was a cunty lip syncer. Literally, the last lip sync when she went home, she probably would have stayed, but she basically quit. Like she was tired at that point.
Got you. Interesting. I gotta get into. She the first lip sync assassin? Maybe not the first.
No, she ain't the first. There's been a few. Roxy's one of the first.
What season is she on? Nina Bonina.
9.
I gotta get there. All right, let me do my job.
You're so annoying. I guess at least you'll because you're taking your time, you'll be able to really digest it all. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, that's why
I just really want you to watch. I'm annoyed because I want you to watch 6, 8. And 10. I want you to do literally all the way up to 10. That's all you gotta do. All the way up to 10.
I need to do it. I want to do it. I had to stop because when I was watching 5, I caught myself not really being involved. And I was like, I don't like this. So I was like, let me just not continue. I would rather wait until I'm ready to actually do it, which will probably be soon, honestly. Once this, in between this season and All Stars, we finna stop doing like 3-4 shows. So I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands. So during that time, I definitely plan on watch, and they're easy to binge. These are really good, easy to binge seasons. But anyways, the next round was Ari Eddie. I thought she was gonna flop bad. Ari Eddie and Corey King. The song is Below King.
I love this song. Did you like this song when it came out?
I did like this song when I came out. It wasn't like my fave, but I liked this song. This was.
I had me a little Pink era for a second. Pink was really the hits for a minute. I love this song, and I'll say Ariette, she was trying to redeem herself. She really was. But as someone who streamed the fuck out of this song, like literally screamed at the top of my lungs, baby, Corey King ate this lip sync. I saw the girls in the Untucked. The girls on Twitter were saying Ariette ate. Ariette did better than what she did on the show. That's for damn sure. But as far as emoting the emotions of the song, did you see Corey King's face? It was giving actress. It was giving so much emotion. She didn't have to do all of that. It felt so
effortless too.
It was very effortless. And that's another reason why I think Corey King should have won is because what she did, I feel like in every single lip sync was a build up, and then every lip sync apart from each other was also a build up. Like she didn't have to give that much. She said, "I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Ariette. I'm gonna give my tips and tricks later on." You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like a lot of the girls, they were scared, so they were trying to get their tips and tricks out there. Corey King, I'm gonna lay off. I got you. You got it. But no, like the face alone, and that's why I said, Corey, bitch, you made a stand out of me. She made a stand out of me. See, the thing is, when the girl is like teetering the fence, that lip sync always gonna take it because Lana, that Dua Lipa lip sync, yes, Lana's my girl, and Corey King. I mean, she ate this episode, and it's really unfortunate. The more I talk about it, that she did not win, but hey,
no, for real. Now, we have to analyze Ariette because although she did way better than she's ever done, it's still something wrong. What's wrong? There's still something about her lip syncs that I'm like, it's off. It's off. This is
what I'll say.
Not here.
I think what it is that she's clearly very prepared for this lip sync,
There
but
you go.
she wasn't lip syncing. You know what I
There you go.
mean?
You're
She's
feeling.
performing. She's not feeling the song.
She doesn't
The
feel the song.
performance she did for this song, if she switched it up to a different beat, she could have did it for any performance.
You know
I think
what?
that she was not moving with that song. It's like clearly she spent months preparing this, and she said, "Look, these are gonna be my 1-2s, and I'm gonna get it done." But you know, and it was good. I think her lip sync was great. It's just, girl, that wasn't the song.
You know what, Lisa? That's her fucking problem. As a drag queen in this race as a whole, she doesn't know how to break that wall that she has down. Because in the challenges, when she would fuck up, she's so in her head. She's never present. Her emotions are never in it. You can't be funny. You can't be funny if you don't have your emotions on the plate. You can't lip sync if your emotions are not on the floor. You have to be emotional to really eat it up as a queen. And that's what fucked Ariete up. She has this big ass stone wall. And I bet she got, I know she already talked about her past and her in growing up. And it's very clear she has a lot of like stuff in there because the writing she said to Anya on the wall, the way she was reacting to Jules and stealing her stuff, all of that, you could tell there's some pent up energy in there that needs to be let out. She probably needs to join jujitsu or something. But I definitely think that's what
is crazy.
That's what keeps her back in this challenge as a whole, is the fact that she refuses to let down that wall. Girl, just breathe. Because she could have won this lip sync according to all of the things she did in it. It's just there was something missing. It was a disconnect. You're not
the
really
personality,
here.
really.
The personality. But yes, somebody said it looked like she strained her calf trying to dance. What? Oh my God. Next we have the best lip sync of the night, if you ask me. Miss Lana Jarrett versus Miss Crystal Envy. I loved this.
Yeah, I would definitely say this one, Acacia versus Lucky, and then Lana versus Corey versus Lydia. Those were the top 3 lip syncs for me. This was a really good lip sync. Crystal, this is what I'll say about Crystal. I think she started off really, really well, and then she started ticking down. It started, and I think this is another girl who was trying to give out all of her tricks and tips, so she could get to the next round. So to me, it became a point of like, girl, you're just doing anything. You're just flopping around the stage at this point. One thing about Lana, she's very methodical, I feel like, with her dance.
Very organized,
I mean? I think she's someone else that kind of does a build-up in this like very like slick way. You know what I mean? So I think Lana ate it up. And then I think Crystal, if maybe she just stayed a little bit more, you know, choreographed maybe. I think she may have could have won, but by the time it got to the end, girl, you could tell she was tired.
Yeah, Lana was riding on her, all of that.
Like, Lana ate that move.
Lana ate that. Lana tells a story when she performs. She is a performer. Like, that's something that she
very much.
And you know what? Oh, once again, it goes back to her whole entire Drag Race season. On all of the challenges where you have to act and perform, she eats it up, but she's so scared of being the front and center. She should have took front and center on every performance. The Rusical, the acting ones, the commercial, the fucking caveman, everything. She should have been front and center because she is a star when she's performing on that stage. I love it. Also, this is her best fit of the season. Someone said I like Lana's fit. This is her best fit of the season. I'm sorry.
This is definitely one of the best looks.
She's never looked better.
I definitely agree with that. I think the thing with Lana is though, and this is a lot of queens get this critique. They stump it out on the runway. Remember, he said this about Georges a lot. You stump it on the runway. I need to see you bring that to the everything else. So I feel like she needs to, because I can see Lana on All Stars, and I can see her I can literally see her upside being Naomi Smalls. And I feel like if she just goes and she like, you know, practices changing the inflection in her voice when she acts and, you know, gets more confidence, like she can eat it up. Because we saw what she did in the roast. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily perfection, but it's there. And then what she did with the monologues, love what she did with the monologues. It's there. She just needs to bring it out of her. And I think she can. Like, it's very clear. A lot of every queen, like almost every queen, I would say, specifically with like Lana, Lydia, but a few of them this season, a lot of it was just that they were younger. They were not mature in themselves fully. I think Jules and Sam, they proved that they were by the end, even though they were younger. And then, like I said, Anya and Lexi always kind of had it. A few of these girls really just need time. And I think all of them would be great. Like, I would love to see basically almost every girl this season to be on the All-Stars. Like, truly. Because I think if they are polished, these are competent. If they can get to their full potential, this is a nasty cast. It really is.
It is. I think, and you know what's crazy? You're so right about the youth thing, because we kept dragging on this cast kind of about how they're not, you know, the most pristine. They're not elite. They don't got shit on season 16, season 15, and a lot of other seasons before that. But I do think you're right about the fact that this is a cast full of potential. Give them some time, give them some age, give them some more years in the game. They probably could wash some of the 16 and 15 girls, honestly,
And
in a
it's
few
no
years
shade.
on an All Stars. So you're spilling. It's a lot of talent in this cast. It really, really is.
That's what, like, what I saw from Corey King tonight. I was like, Corey, like, where was this during the season? Like, you could tell Corey took this very seriously. And it's like, that's what I kind of wished throughout the season. It felt like Corey didn't take it serious. And that's what's like frustrating me, because it's like, I wanted to love Corey. I always want to root for the Black Queens. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it felt like you're not taking it serious, and you're kind of just, you're kind of just there. And it's like, she, like the time when she was like, oh, they told me to change it, I'm just not going to do it. Like, what, girl? They told her so much to switch it up, and she just said, well, I'm not going to do that. So it's like, I love the energy she brought here. And it's like, I do want to see her again now, because I'm like, girl, if you go in there with the energy, because she's that person who has like that charisma. Like, it's like, I think she could be the Monet, the Bob, who she looks up to. And I think she could win off that alone if she brings it on the runway, really. Because I feel like the challenges and stuff like that, she could really give it there.
Yep. Hulahay says Corey got a whole lot of confidence from being loved on Cameo, and I think that's why she came in a whole new performer and a star. I agree, and she also had a diary room this episode, and she said, when I was playing the season, I was just here to find love or do something else or something like that, but now I'm actually here to play, and it's like, why now? Like, I wish you would have had that energy in the story, but it could be the confidence thing.
She could literally be in the final. She could literally have been in the final if she had the energy.
Yeah, very much so. She even made it farther than I expected in the season naturally. No shade. Like, I thought she would have went home even earlier than she actually did in this season, when she wasn't trying, when she clearly didn't have the confidence. So I can imagine her in a few years on All Stars with confidence, with some more money. You know, she could really turn it potentially. But,
well, you know, she love her some Monet, so she gonna have the Monet run. She gonna get on All Stars and win with Sam Star. Oh my God! Crazy. Sam Star's mama is Trinity, and Corey loves Monet, and they won together. So she wins with Sam. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I didn't even connect that before I said
that would be fucking hilarious. Next week.
Round two. I'll wait till we get to the final four to talk about that. Never mind.
Okay, boom. Round 2. It starts off with Lucky Stars. She chooses "We Found Love" by Rihanna, and Susie is tooting up next to her. Now, who won this lip sync for real, Lee? I want to know.
And here's the thing. I think this is where Susie started ticking down. And to me, Susie had little to no energy in that last lip sync. I'm sorry. And that was a pretty upbeat song a little bit to me. I think in this one, Lucky did so bad, and she was given the same thing. It was like, let's give it to Susie. I think Susie did okay. It's just like, and that's why I'm saying I'm confused why she won, because overall, I'm like, girl, you weren't really turning it. Like, Morphine, the winner of last season, turned it. I think I'm impressed by Susie, and maybe they were too, because I've always said this throughout the season. She's not a one-tone type of queen. She can serve it up. She can switch it up. But if I'm seeing the entire performance, I'm like, damn, especially if you're comparing her to the last year's winner. Like, I just feel like a lot of other girls gave a lot more energy. Like, I am kind of sad that Lana, Lydia, or Corey didn't walk away with it. But, I mean, she beat Lucky fair and square. It is what it is.
Honestly, this was a weaker lip sync for me. Lucky was just flopping around. I'm sorry. This time she didn't have no. She used all her tricks up. And that was kind of all she had.
All she did was playing with them balls, girl. I couldn't do that now.
Right. Susie did win this, but Susie I feel like her energy for this one is what threw me off the most, because the last one, the song was kind of like, it was a high energy song, but I didn't know that song well enough. I know We Found Love. You need to be We Found Love in a hopeless place. We found
like, I would have got on my knee.
Girl. Like, you need to feel it, honey. This is Rihanna. Are you crazy? But she's giving so much.
Rihanna.
This outfit is so Rihanna, so I'll give her that. But
I love the correct name pronunciation. Come on, girl.
Yes, she be on the radio. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Rihanna.
It's Rihanna. That throws me off. Like, girl, that's the one person name I can't pronounce right, because I'm not one of them Beyonce Zendaya bitches. You know what I mean? But
you're a Rihanna.
Rihanna.
I think with Anna,
I'm not gonna accept that.
I think with Anna and Anna, it's more interchangeable. Like, I think that's kind of allowed. Even like bitches in people in real life named
that was
Anna.
Hard.
That was a crazy. It came out
the B on that.
Yes.
Bitch, that was a capital B.
Whoa,
bold.
I don't know who.
That was a bold Times New Roman B, bitch.
But yes, people I know in real life name Anna. If I call them Anna, it ain't never nothing in their head. They're like, yes, or Anna. Yes. I think it's kind of like the same thing for Anna.
I mean, that's the thing. To be frank, I understand it because when in my mind, A is Anna. When I see A, I think Anna.
Oh, I've
So
never
honestly, if
had
it
that
was
thought.
Rihanna, it would make sense if it was A. But since it's two N's, I'm like, well, it is Anna.
It is
But it's just like
Anna.
I've heard Rihanna for all of my life. So
Yeah. That's actually really accurate considering word pronunciation rules because you're supposed to pronounce the capital A if it's followed by a consonant and then a vowel.
girl,
But it's not
I
followed by
never
a
picked that
consonant
shit
and a
up,
vowel.
girl.
It's either A or A. And it's the A sound if it's a vowel. Girl.
Come on, English with Pharaoh. I know that's right, Raw.
So, Susie 2 wins. Eats this up, no shade. Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Is
So
it a
bad.
toot or a boot?
Oh,
What happened?
it's a boot.
You okay?
I've been so the pollen. It's the pollen. It's spring. You know, all the pollen coming out. The bees is coming out. They spreading it around and shit. Girl, keep that shit over there. Then we get the three people. They all turned it. I'm sorry, they all turned it. Lana, Corey, and Lydia all turned it down.
That final pose, it literally looked like a girl group. I was like, bitch, this is Destiny Child. This is Flow, bitch. Like this is Third Harmony. Like, oh my God, they ate. They ate. And the thing is, you know, I always say, you know, a lot of times when the white queen is going up against the black queen, sometimes it don't be. And then Lydia went up against two really good ones. And something about Lydia, she just eats it up, don't she? Oh my God, she's so unexpected. Like it's like now that I even know, it still gags me. It really does. Like, oh my God. But this is a great lip sync. I think they all look good. They all look great. Like, honestly, it should have been a triple Shantae. It should have been a triple Shantae.
It should have. They should have all went to the last round and they should have did Susie versus one of them and one of them versus each other. And then we should have kept going because this was I don't know. I don't even know how Rupaul. Well, I do. Corey did eat. Corey ate, and she surprisingly ate. This is Lana Lip Sync Assassin and Lydia Lip Sync Assassin, and Corey is washing y'all a little bit, keeping up with y'all. I probably would have had to give it to Corey just off of that, honestly. But that's the thing.
I mean, but the fact that we lost two of these queens, it's insane. Right. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me that none of them were competing for the crown. Only Corey.
It only makes sense if she gives Corey the win. You should have gave Corey the full win. Why would you give Corey the win here, but not give her the win over Susie? That part
especially
pisses me off.
Susie, and that's the thing, and this is another point I have to make. Susie went against Joella and Lucky motherfucking Stars.
Yep.
Let's be motherfucking for real.
Yep.
This girl beat two of the lip sync assassins of the season. And then she actually tore Susie in that final lip sync. Let's be fucking for real. And that's what pisses me off because it's like sometimes the final lip sync matters when the girl is just so iconic and gaggy, and then other times it doesn't when you want to make it happen for yourself. You know what I mean? That is just what annoys me because I'm just like, oh yeah, but it's the pick of the choose. It's the pick of the choosing. Hey, whatever. I do think they was like, girl, I played in Susie's face because remember what you said. You was like they wanted her to go home. They was like, girl, I decided that she was getting fifth 3 weeks ago. I'll just give her $50,000. Thank you.
$50,000, right? Which I not respect, but a part of me feels like if someone earned the money overall, it is obviously Susie because she was the 5th place. So maybe in their mind, they're like, are we really going to give all this money to Corey King, who's been flopping all season and came up here and turned it? Or are we going to give it? And that's the thing. There's too much other shit that they factor in. Stop factoring so much other shit in. If it's going to be a Lalaparuza, judge it off the lip sync. Don't judge it off this other shit. But I do feel like they were thinking, damn, we did Susie 2 so wrong. Let's give her the money. Fuck all of that. Corey King watched her.
But the thing is, the reason why I think that is the case because both of the winners are 5th place. The thing is, Morphine actually deserved it. This bitch did not. I'm sorry. And then also too, like, how was her energy so low in that last song when, girl, you been low this entire time? Like, Corey was up there competing in the last one while doing three like major lip syncs in a row. So I'm just like, good God. Like, RuPaul's decisions kill me, and it's like now that we're dissecting it, it's like it's now getting the anxiety back in my head that he may play it on your face, and it's like, good God, I know I'm not even gonna watch it live Friday. I'm gonna be doing something else because I need to see the tea after it's done. I need to see that tea after it's done because he does this. He will play in a bitch face. He will play in a bitch face, and I'm because like, I don't know if it's because I'm watching it live, but
that's probably
I cannot allow him. I cannot allow him to do it to me this time. Not this time, Ru. Not this time, Ru, but we'll get there.
We'll get there, child. Yeah, Susie too. She did something. She was what she was trying to do instead of give energy was give face. She was giving a lot of face in this one. She's
Face,
good with the face.
face.
I'm not gonna lie. She's good
It
with the
is.
face, body, face, beauty, face, all of that. Oh, are you watching that season yet? Did you start season 1? Oh, you're doing All Stars. Are you doing All Stars or are you going back?
I'm watching season 1 right now.
Oh, okay, yes, love BB's Arbonne. But Corey killed it, and then the titty reveal. Oh, give her the win.
Girl, I just whatever. I mean, we talked about it throughout. There's not much to say here. If anyone disagrees, I'd love to hear the opinion. But girl, I just girl, she's saying every runway. It is so funny how season 1 looks like that. It literally looks like someone, you know, when you like wipe glass and it smudges, it looked like someone did that to the camera and no one noticed until the season was done filming. I bet that's what happened. That's probably what happened. And then I Googled, they said, girl, they were filming in the basement of Wow Presents Plus, bitch. And it looks like it. It looks like a girl. RuPaul, you know, RuPaul started this when he was in his 40s.
Really?
She's in her 60s.
And you know, life goes on, honey. Like, I feel like people be like, life is over at da-da-da. This is RuPaul's baby. RuPaul birthed a child in this series that expanded to multiple countries all over the world. So many girls, so many daughters she has now. And that didn't start till 40. Girls, life is never over. If you're watching this and you're 40 years old, go do what you've always wanted to do right the fuck now. After this podcast, go start that business. Go start that YouTube channel. Go out and start that music group. Go get a band. Go learn how to sing. Go learn jujitsu. Arietti. Period.
But no, literally though, and she has an entire empire, and she's never getting off the pot, bitch. She's never getting off the pot, okay? And I live, girl. She's gonna be 80, 90 years old up there. Shantae, you say.
What is it called when it's like you get wealth over time? This is generational. This is generational wealth, honey. She'll just pass it down to someone.
I'm really curious. I don't want to think about. Whew. Not my mother being gone, but like I am really curious as to who would like a runner-up because I think someone would be a good one. But I was also thinking, now that I know more about Drag Race, I could see it being someone with more like agency years in it, and I think honestly they could consider Monet. I think they would consider her. I can see that. I think that because my thought process is they would want another Black queen. Right? You know, you got a white lady. You got a white lady in Canada. You got a white lady in France. You got a white lady in the UK. You got a white lady in Australia, Michelle. A Black girl needs to host America.
It would definitely be a Black queen. It would need to be. I do think it would need to be someone who's been in the game for a long time.
I think Simone, as far as like energy and like personality that fits RuPaul the most, her, because Monet has an entirely different energy than what RuPaul brings. I think Simone could fill that seat and really give the RuPaul energy, but I just feel like people like I'm trying to think like on a meta level, like executives are going to be involved. A lot of people are going to have opinions, and why would you not go to someone who's very, very popular? Like I think Simone is popular, but I could see maybe not. Well, I'm pretty confident.
No, you're spilling, and also I will say something about the energies. To be a host and hold up, you have to hold up a show. You haven't seen The Substance yet, but The Substance, that movie, is kind of about that. Like if we're gonna replace the head honcho, someone needs to be able to hold up that same exact energy and the tone. Like you are now the face of RuPaul's Drag Race. You know, to be Monet's Drag Race. And Simone could definitely do that. She could definitely do that. But something about her,
the same amount of followers.
Something about Simone, I don't know if it expands nation. I don't know. I don't know all the lore, but Monet feels like she could break down some barriers. You know how in music, you're like, you can't just appeal to your crowd. You have to be able to appeal to multiple different crowds. I think Monet can encapsulate that very, very well because Simone is unapologetically Black, which I love. But also there is a benefit to these big multi-million-dollar companies and corporations. And
this is what you're saying.
And
Let me break it down. Let me break it down in simple terms for y'all. Boom. Simone is Black. Most of the Drag Race fandom is white. Monet appeal to whites.
There you go. You need someone. And to be frank, the companies will feel like that they will need someone who can break into that white space alongside the Black space.
That's what RuPaul is.
Because that's what RuPaul does. RuPaul got big because of the connection that she has to so many different industry places in the industry, and someone like Simone, she could be boxed in because she's just so unapologetically black. Monet,
and that's not gonna
she could
stop.
be cute,
Girl,
but you know.
Simone to get up there and cast all black queens.
Yep, yep,
My
yep.
diva.
Rebecca Glasscock, please, the fuck out my face.
While I'm watching her season right now, she is.
I don't like her. I don't like that
bitch.
girl.
She's a bitch, but she got some DSLs though. Huh?
Ooh, in real life or like in drag?
In real life.
Both.
She says she don't got lip fillers, but I don't know. They look kind of natural. You could tell when someone has fillers, and I think there's a lot of like Latino people who have like naturally big lips. So I can believe that it's like
is she fully Latino? I always thought she was mixed. Am I wrong for that?
Well, I honestly just assumed. Let me look.
I always thought she was mixed with Latino and black, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all.
The name Rebecca Glasscock is fucking hilarious. Wikipedia says she's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Kind of like Candy. Wait, what's Candy Muse?
Dominican? It really it depends on what the ancestry is, honestly.
Gotcha.
She could be white Puerto Rican, but there are black Puerto Ricans.
She's not all right, y'all. Let's get into these final four queens. We're just gonna talk about them, girl. Let's pull them up. First is Jules Sparkles, honey. We have her intro look.
You know
what? What's up?
I'm so sorry. We should do the present. Isn't that bigger?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Because this isn't on a website. This is on.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Oh, it looks like you're going. Oh, no. Is it me or is it him? I think it's him. Ciao. Well, we got Jules Sparkles, Henny. I'm going to keep talking, chat. Let me know who it is. We got Jules Sparkles, Henny. She is in the top 4. If y'all seen the social media post, I think Jules and Anya have about the same amount of likes and things like that. Now, that did scare me at first. Ooh, it did scare me. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little biased. Of course, I love Anya Nerve. I think I'm biased, and also I love Anya, and I think that she is a dominant force in this competition. So I can say that I love her because I'm biased, and that she is such a good competitor that I think she deserves to win. Like, there have been people who've won multiple maxi challenges, and it's like, oh, okay, you don't necessarily need the win because there's someone bigger. Like, that reminds me of like Nymphia Wind. Like, Nymphia Wind, even though she didn't have like 4 maxis, she still was like a really, really big personality of the season. Oh my God, he really gone. Oh my God. But, Plain and that's the thing, Plain and Saphira have 4 wins, but I think that, Nymphia was such big a competition that it was like, well, you can still take it. I think that with Jules, Sam, and Lexi, I don't see them on that Nymphia level to where they need to beat Anya. I truly don't. I think Anya has been really, really consistent, and she would deserve that win. But I think Jules, I can't be mad if someone like Jules win. Like, I think that this top 4, specifically Jules, Sam, and Anya, I really do see them as winners in their own right, and even Lexi, but that's a different conversation. But with Jules, like, I truly get it. And a lot of people were confused. A lot of people were saying, like, oh, I don't know why Jules is getting so much, praise. Where is that coming from? But I got into the comments, and honestly, a lot of people who are praising Jules, I noticed, are people from the Latin community, and that 100% makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of Black people are supporting Anya, a lot of Latin people are supporting Jules. There's probably a lot of white people supporting Sam, a lot of trans people are supporting Lexi. Like, that is just what happens, and I do know that their community really shows up for their people. So it makes sense. And there hasn't been a lot of Latin drag race winners, so everyone wants the type of representation. That's why it was important for Nymphia to win. I think that Jules winning would be great for that representation, and I think that she can be someone to win a season. I just think that this specific season, it needs to be Anya. And that's my opinion on that. Let me see what the girls are saying. Jules had my favorite promo look by a mile, but her runway package was a bit of a letdown. Yeah, girl. Pharaoh had the runway packages. We're going to talk about that when it comes back up. I'll say some things based on memory. I'll say that, in my opinion, I was underestimating her at first, especially when it comes down to her intro look. But I think that she really did level up, like, throughout the competition. I think by the end of it, she really, especially in the fashion category, really proved herself as like a really good queen. Like, I can see why you would think it's be inconsistent, but if I'm being honest, I think everyone in the top 4 had their inconsistencies. Let me think about it. Without seeing the pictures yet, I think that Sam may have had the most consistent runways. But I have to look more at Anya's again. But I do, it was a few times I didn't like certain Anya looks, and I think there was a lot of times I didn't like Jules' looks either. So maybe Sam. I don't know. Jules is not winning. Don't worry, girl. I don't know. RuPaul does whatever he wants. Y'all know RuPaul will get up there and crown anybody. RuPaul will get up there and say Bruno the winner. Alessandro said, I think they both would have the most likes, but the bots is so funny to me. Yeah, I mean, oh, there are actual bots or people claiming it's bots? Because I saw both sides claiming it's bots, girl. Child, I don't think it's no bots. The girls root for their friends. Hula Hay says, Jules ain't nowhere near Nympphea level to me. She's a cute girl, but not legendary enough to pull an upset win. I agree with that. Like, I think, like, when I was watching 9, I was like, that's how I felt about Sasha. And then when I rewatched, I was like, okay, I can see why Sasha could pull this upset win against the queen that is just so good. Do I think that Shay should have still won that season? I will say that I think she should have, but I can understand why Sasha did win, because she really just had that energy. I feel like Jules hasn't really brought that energy. And then I think it also goes back to the maturity level for me. Oh, y'all, Pharaoh just texted me, said, his Wi-Fi went out. Oh, that's so ghetto. Tyler Diggs says, I'm rooting for Lexi, but Anya definitely deserved it. Most well-rounded of the cast. Yeah, though, Lexi, the thing about Lexi is that I think for me, the reason why I'm like not looking at her sideways, but like not necessarily on the Lexi win train is because she started off so strong. Y'all know, like if y'all was here from the beginning, me and Pharaoh had her literally in the mother category. And then I just think that she really lost that consistency. Like there really wasn't a lot of high moments for Lexi. And then the edit really showed a lot of her negative moments. Now, I think that could still lead to like this winner arc. But I feel like overall, like kind of similar to like Jules and Sam, there's just not that level of, I think, overall dominance that Anya would have really brought. And I think in general, like none of these girls can pull like that upset win. Like Hula Hay said, like I don't think any of them really would deserve to be her, but hey. Mary says Jules would get a lot of jobs because they would feel bad for her, but if she wins, people would be mad at her because Anya had a better track record. And that would be really, really bad for Jules. And that's the thing. I hate how the fans get so like into it and serious. Y'all, Pharaoh coming back, child. Ooh. It's ghetto, girl. It's ghetto. It ain't never took this long. But that's why I feel bad about the fans, because they start attacking people off nothing. Like you're not gonna see me get on this podcast and say, fuck Jules, she shouldn't have won. It doesn't make any sense. If Anya loses, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna complain about why Anya deserves to win. I don't have to say why Jules deserves to lose, because I will repeat and continue to repeat that I think all of them deserve to win in their own right. I just think Anya deserves to win this season. But you're not gonna be able to control the girls from being weird. The girls are always weird, and that's unfortunate because the parasocial relationships get too parasocial. Like, girl, you don't know them. I promise you do not know them. Girl, the Virgo said if Lexi wins, I'm a gag. I would gag, but it's kind of expected to me at this point. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Floppy Disk says, do you have Letterboxd? You've been to the movies recently? No. Farrah's the main one that's into the movies. I feel like I've been busy as hell, especially with binging Drag Race. Usually I tune in for like the bigger blockbusters, but Pharaoh, girl, he's been to the movies every damn day. So y'all check out his Letterboxd because, ooh. Let me see. Hula Hay says Sam's runway were all 8s. She never gave me 10s. I have to see the pictures when Pharaoh come back because I remember specifically the orange look that she just recently did, and I thought she looked very ethereal in that. And I do recall a few looks that were gagging me, but then at the same time, I think 2 or 3 of those looks were Trinity's looks. And I know that y'all were saying that that's normal for the girls to pull their looks out. I just feel like it does for me, take away some of the magic. Like, girl, I mean, yeah, you look cunty, but it was your mama look. And then I literally saw the pictures of her wearing it. Now, did she wear it better than Trinity? I mean, well, I'm not going to lie. It did look a little bit better. But hey, we're going to see. Oh my God, Alessandro says they are bots because the girls can barely crack 200K. The fact that people are getting bots for Instagram likes is crazy. But actually, I saw a lot of girls talk about that. Like, a lot of the girls are saying how it is so hard to get booked as a Drag Race girl these days because there's just so many. And I think a lot of girls attack them for like being like maybe attack them for thinking like, girl, you're not just gonna get in the show and become famous. And I think it's understandable. Like, of course, everyone loves the Trixies, the Bobs, the Monets, like all of these people who basically some people who did nothing on the show are sitting at like 500K or higher. But it's like that's what happens when the game get oversaturated. And it's like you can't just rely on coming on the show and becoming a famous person. If you are gonna do that, you have to really flip it and turn it like Corey King. Corey King said she came in here with a goal, and that goal is to become the most famous drag race bitch of all time. Okay, she's about to flip this shit. I know she's about to get hella brand deals and tings. Okay, but yeah, no, I just feel like a lot of the girls, they really shouldn't expect to come here and become famous like that. Especially because from what I've learned, there's a lot of local queens who, because there aren't drag race girls, are not getting booked. So it's like, yeah, girl, join the club, girl. You have to work, you have to grind. If you want to get there, you're gonna have to do something. You can't just sit around. I saw that. Ooh, did y'all see how a mandatory meeting was like, she had to work at her like local job, I think it was a bar or something, and they were dragging the fuck out of her. Which, like, girl, why would you drag her for that? At least she's getting money. But it's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with her admitting that, because at the end of the day, girl, you got to keep the bills paid. And, you know, she didn't make it that far. So you got to do what you got to do. Oh my God. Wait, Hula Hey says the rumors of what happened at the finale have me worried. Hula Hey, don't scare me like that, girl, because I don't have time to be pissed at RuPaul prematurely. I don't. Let's save it for the reunion, because I need to be able to get all my anger out at once. Ty says that Lexi's storyline has been so strong that and that does lead to a win sometimes. I don't see any other queen having that full story arc. And I definitely agree. I think that as far as a well-rounded story arc, I do see that for Lexi, only because it's such a strong story. It really is. Like, if this was Big Brother, it reminds me of like the Taylor Hale story, if you know her, where it's just like, really, despite everything else that's happening in the competition, who this person is as a person and what they went through in real life and in this competition to become the queen they are at the end. You know, I can see that. It's just, I feel like, in my opinion, from my perspective, if she were the one to get the win, I just think that the edit could have been at least bigger towards the end. Like, I'm very shocked that like on this last episode, we didn't have like a specific standout Lexi moment. Like, I was expecting that she was going to win the final challenge or something, and that didn't even happen. So I'm just like, I don't really know. I have a theory though on the final two, because I thought it was Anya and Jules, but now I think it's a new final two, and I'm gonna discuss that when Pharaoh is back. I think he's coming back, child. Let me text him. But yeah, girl. Alessandro says so many of the finalists are afraid to win because they know about the backlash for the one with the best track record. And girl, that's the thing. And that's what's unfortunate, because I think that people want to do reality TV, but then, like, you know, the realization of like what comes with it is a lot. Like, you really subject yourself to a lot of crazy ass people that do some crazy ass things. But what you have to do is just block them out, you know. And I know a lot of people, because they're on TV, they like to search their name and get into it. You cannot search your name. You cannot check the comments. Like, I'm not even like a famous person, and I feel like just because of my opinions on like Big Brother or tweeting in hashtags, like, you will get dragged. People will drag anybody, like literally anybody, for anything. So it's actually insane that like it just becomes that sick and nasty, because it's not that serious. Like, it's just a competition show. But if it was me, I wouldn't give a damn. If y'all mad, y'all gonna have to stay mad. And I'm just gonna block them all. Like, limit your comments, filter all of your notifications. Don't check any notification. Don't look. Just do not look. Enjoy your win. It doesn't matter. And that goes for anybody. Lexi, Sam, if anybody wins, mute the fucking notifications and spend your money and pay your taxes. Because what RuPaul say? That bitch ain't paying your bills. Pay that bitch no motherfucking mind. Okay. Let me see. Hula Hey says most of them want the exposure of getting on All-Star seasons anyway, which is also dumb, because from what I've heard, the shit is expensive, okay? So you're just wasting your money in hopes of coming back to do an All-Stars. Like, that's what kind of annoyed me about Corey. It's like, it kind of gives that what Corey want. And it's like, girl, from what I heard, these girls are spending up to sometimes $50,000, $30,000 just to come on. Girl, I want to win the first season, girl. I don't need All-Stars, because I want to do All-Stars when I'm a fucking thousandaire, millionaire. That way I can afford the shit, because when are you going to cross the pond to the UK? I said that what I want to do is I'm rewatching season 1 right now, and then I'm going to binge All Stars 7, 8, and 6. After that, that's when I'm going to start UK. I'm excited. Now, I did get a hint that maybe the UK girlies are not, rewarding of the Black queens like that. I'm not shocked. Every international show we watch, the representation is low. So, hey, it is what it is, girl. Lisa, would you watch The Ultimate Fighter? It's a reality TV show about UFC fighting. Well, girl, I don't really get into the fighting and the boxing. Unfortunately, I am a sissy. I like delicate and dainty things. So that wouldn't be it for me. That wouldn't be it for me. They really don't blend the reality and competition aspect well at all. No, they really don't. And it's just like I said, it goes back to it just being unfortunate because, just because this is your fave does not mean you need to become this nasty rabbit person. Like, ugh. Oh, Alessandro says there's really only one Black queen each season in the UK. It's bad. It is what it is because we covering Australian Survivor right now. No Black people for real. So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. It is what it is, girl. I'm gonna still get into it because at this point I'm obsessed with Drag Race. Like, I don't know when, because usually when I go on like these hyperfixation binges, there's an end at some point. Right now, I'm not there. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna give and really eat it up. But y'all. Pharaoh, it's giving ghetto child. So the segment that we had planned, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He can't come back. This is why y'all need to send in y'all money. Okay, send in $50,000. Okay, if y'all got a sugar daddy, send him the link. Send him to submit his money. Okay, because we need the funds. We're broke over here at the Reality Kingdom. This is what happens. Okay, technical difficulties. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be back next week for the finale. It's going to be Pharaoh and Lisa Rose. We're going to discuss Anya Nerve as the winner. And the segment we had planned, we're going to do next week. So we do apologize for the inconvenience. I do love you all. And so does Pharaoh. She's in the chat. But y'all have a great night.